Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
And our special guest all the way from Scotland originally, Stephen Kelly is here. How you doing, Stephen?
I'm very good, Dave. I'm very good.
Good. It's good to have you in the studio.
Again?
Yeah. It's been great to have you here this week, and we'll talk about that here for a little bit. Let's begin with your family, because we've been spending a little time with Jennifer. You call her Jen or Jennifer? Jenny. Luther Kelly, right?
No, she says Luther. She didn't actually take my name.
Oh,
No.
Does that bother you at all?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
And for folks who've been around here for a while, you know that OK Luther is a very familiar name, and the white barn that was down the road from here for many, many years was moved to its new location, which is now the Tourism Red Barn up on the hill on the east end of town. But Jenny's family had that for many years. There were rodeos there. My dad, I was telling Jenny last night, broke horses there. People would use it for all sorts of different things. And even when they first put in the driving range, the barn was still there. And so there's a lot of history there, and that's one of the reasons you're back. But you lived here for a while, a number of years ago, right?
Yeah, I think it, excuse me, I think it was 22 years ago we came here and stayed for a couple of months, and yeah, we've been back a few times since then.
Yeah.
And that was when we met you and John.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's Bob Bowles was here at that time, and
Bob,
you
yep.
joined us on the show. And this has been a tremendous experience having you back, although it brings back memories of Bob Bowles and just tears me up of him sitting in Brent's chair over there with his kilt on.
Oh, my. Well, thanks for that picture so early in the morning.
Let's just put it this way. Bob really didn't really care how he presented himself in the kilt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, geez. So, have you had a good trip? Well, first of all, tell everybody a little history where you guys live now. You met, I think, in Scotland, right?
We met on the Isle of Iona in Scotland. Jenny had come over backpacking with her sister, and I just happened to be there, and that was almost 24 years ago. And she was living in Virginia at the time. She moved back, and we went back and forward for a couple of years, long distance relationship between Scotland and Virginia. And then I got up the courage to leave, because I'd only ever lived in Glasgow for the first 31 years of my life. So yeah, I got up the courage to leave, and we decided we were going to head west to Vancouver Island in Canada. We had no idea where we were going, really. We just thought we'd stayed in the east coast of Canada before we came here the first time. We'd lived on the east coast of Canada in Nova Scotia and Cape Breton for a couple of months, and I didn't like it. There was too many flies. Literally, I knew what time of day it was by the fly that was eating me. It was horrible. Jenny had no problem. She loved it. But yeah, I went home for a bit, and then we came back, and yeah, we headed to the west coast of Canada, as far as you can go, pretty much, to the Vancouver Island. And we've been there for close to 22 years.
Yeah. And then you spent some time here with Jenny, and lived here for a while. You mentioned the other night, you asked about Harry Winbolt, because you did some work for him out at the station at the time. And Donna, and unfortunately they're both gone, but you have some fond memories of helping Harry out, and you guys lived just down the road, and Jenny went to the library and met Joan, and next thing you know, we're having dinner together and having some fun, and
I'm on the radio confusing the hell out of people.
Yeah, you did that, but I told this story at dinner last night. I think it was last night or the night before, when we first met. We just talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
Stephen came walking up from down at the little red house down there, the Luther house, and came in, and Bob and I were here, and Stephen stuck his head in the door, and he had a kind of a blue dark stocking cap on, and he started talking, and we didn't know for sure what was going on. You know, his Scottish accent was even a little thicker then, and we couldn't understand much of what he was saying. We thought maybe he had been in an accident or
Some brain damaged man showing up at the door.
oh, and then we had some fun times, and a little bit later on, along comes your son, Finn, who the last time you were here was somewhere around 7.
Yeah, I think he was 7, yeah.
Yeah. And now he's 20 years old, and he's a fine young man. Really enjoyed getting to know him a little more as an adult. And he seems like he puts up with you pretty well.
He's learned from the best. Yeah, he's a smart ass for sure, and he knows how to give it back.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a fun to just sit and listen to the three of you go round and round. It must be part of the family tradition.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's quick-witted as well. She's smart, funny.
Yeah. She loves life. That's what I like about her.
Yeah.
She's just so excited to be here. You've been to Yellowstone. You're going back through the Tetons. Quite a vacation you're having.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years because of COVID. We love doing road trips, and we've done the Midwest a couple of times, and because of COVID, we hadn't been able to do much. But yeah, this has been nice getting back on the road, and Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, Little Bighorn Monument, Devil's Tower.
Yeah, you're going to go
Yeah.
back through Scotts Bluff, and
We're going to go back through Scotts Bluff and see what's left of Chimney Rock. Apparently, it's
The
not
nub.
much of a
we've been calling it the Nub over the weekend.
yeah, because it's worn down a bit. Yeah, and head home going to go through the Tetons and head home. Be home by Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would kind of go back to when you were in Scotland. I think you have some people maybe listening today.
I hope so. Yeah, a couple of my old buddies on Facebook today said they were going to try and tune in. They want to make fun of me. They want to see where my Scottish accent's at, because I've been gone from Scotland for 23 years, and they want to make sure that I don't sound like some weird North American Scottish hybrid.
I think you're doing all right. In our
So
mind.
what time is it in Scotland?
6 hours ahead.
Okay, 6
Yeah.
hours ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they've been up a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So going back to when you lived in Scotland, those 31 years, you're now a counselor for addiction. Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, but the last I've got I actually have a degree in social work. I went to university for social work, but I've never actually worked as a social worker. Technically, I've never been hired as a social worker. I've been working as a counsellor since I graduated, since before I graduated. Yeah, in the addiction field, I've worked in private treatment. I spent 5.5 years working in a correctional facility, and now I'm back in the private treatment centre again.
Yeah. And Jenny works with prisoners in the theater, right?
Yeah, yeah. We live close to I worked for the provincial system, the jail. Jenny volunteered at the federal system, and now she's kind of turned it into a bit of a job.
Yeah.
And she's been doing it for 10 years.
Well, it'd be fun. We'd love to get a conversation about what she does, because they work all year on putting a big theater production together, and they do
Yeah.
short movies, and sounds like a wonderful program that she's part of. But she's not out of bed yet.
No, you'd have to do an afternoon show to get Jenny to show up, yeah. And they won't even be up when I get back. I'll need to go wake them up.
Well, Stephen gets up about time I do, about 5 or so. Because of his job and travel, you travel about 45 minutes over a
Yeah.
mountain, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he has to get going, but they're on a different schedule, and especially Finn. I don't think he's, at 20 years old, if you can sleep in, that's what you're going to do, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's up for good 5 or 6 hours after me. That's what he's a homeschooled kid, so we've never really pushed him. We kind of let him make his own choices, and we support him in what he's doing. And we'll see where he's a smart kid.
Yeah, he's also in theater.
Yep, he's also doing theatre as well. Right now he's working with a group called Atomic Vaudeville, and they do kind of risque cabarets. His last part was a one-man Brokeback Mountain.
Wow.
Well, you have to remember they're fairly liberal up there.
Yeah, it's very different in the west coast of Canada than it is in Nebraska, for sure.
No doubt about it. But you already knew that before you
Yeah.
came here because you lived here, so
Yes.
kind of know the
Yeah.
terrain here. Well, would you like to read some school lunch menus?
Of course I would.
Okay.
As long as people are prepared to not know what they're eating.
Well, this will work for us because we don't always get through them very
Let's
well
see.
either.
Let me hand you a couple that are easier to
Yeah, they
read.
See, we get them in different formats, Stephen. Like we get them on a calendar form, or this way. Some of them are kind of staggered, so you're not sure you're reading the right day. We make it pretty hard. So I'll start.
All right.
Today at Gothenburg. I got to turn the page. I hope I have another one. Hold on. I got it. We're professionals,
Yeah,
Stephen.
Yes.
As you can see.
This is not as easy as one might think. Just reading a school lunch menu.
Well, unfortunately, this one has.
It's challenging the older you get.
Yeah. No more listings
Indeed.
on. Gothenburg is having probably a Sweetable Deli sandwich today. Fruit, vegetables, milk, as they wind their school year down. That's called ad-libbing.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna give Stephen here. This is Sergeant. Okay. And it'll be the top one Monday.
The breakfast and lunch I'm reading out here.
Just the lunch
Just
is
the
fine.
lunch.
Yep, just the lunch.
So for Monday, the lunch is going to be a chicken sandwich, taters. That's a hard word for me to say. Taters, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fantastic.
All right. Are you gonna go next?
I'm just catching up over here.
Okay.
Realizing that Sandhills Dunning today is featuring, this would have been a good one for you, Stephen, tater tot casserole and carrots and fruit and vegetables and milk at Sandhills at Dunning today.
All right. Now we're going to give Stephen, this is my alma mater, actually. This is where I graduated from. This is Loop City. So just the lunch on Monday, May 15th.
And the lunch today is going to be hamburger gravy or chicken gravy over mashed potatoes, green beans, and bread.
Perfect.
No specific kind of bread, just whatever happens to be laying around. Could be yesterday's bread.
Could be. Here's one that I think will be, this is Callaway on the 15th.
Oh, it's a surprise on the 15th. It's the cook's choice
Yes.
twice. Let's hope the cook's in a good mood
Yeah, that would be good.
and not hungover from the weekend.
I don't think they probably are, because Mother's Day weekend, you know.
Oh yeah,
they're probably with their moms.
Yeah, I'd be lucky to get if they actually get up.
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead, Brand.
Let's see. Well, Litchfield was Cook's choice, too.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, all right.
Arnold today, this is their last day of elementary school, and they're having Cook's Choice as well.
All right.
School is winding down.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to read. These are kind of tough to decipher through here. So I'll do Cozad. Cozad's corn dog, grilled cheese sandwich, and a ham and cheese wrap at Cozad today.
And Stephen has Thedford's there on the 15th.
Sloppy Joe's baked. I have no idea what that means.
Well, they sometimes...
Somebody's baked.
Yeah.
And they're serving Sloppy Joe's.
Something like that. Today at Anselmo Myrna is showing no school.
All right. Broken Bow Middle and High School today. Broken Bow going with made fresh spaghetti with garlic breadstick, chicken nuggets with dinner roll, fresh baked ham and cheese sub, crispy chicken shaker with roasted flatbread, and the grill station combo for Broken Bow today's a hot dog basket.
Wow, Broken Bow's winning
Oh, yeah.
so far. That was the best.
There you
one
go.
so far.
All right. You want to do another one? I've got
Yeah.
one left. Here's Ansley, and just be the lunch there on the 15th.
The lunch is pulled pork, one of my favorites. That's
There you-
it.
there
That's
you
all
go.
you're getting
Yes.
is pulled pork. No bread, nothing. Just a plate of pulled pork. No, no cutlery.
Okay, those are the school lunch menus. Now, we also do the Prairie Pioneer Center, which is here in Broken Bow. And we'll let people know before Stephen reads the menu here that if you'd like to join them for lunch today, please call by 9 a.m. so they can set a place for you. 872-6121. There you go, on the 15th there.
Today it's scalloped potatoes, wham. I don't know what W/ham is. Carrots,
With ham.
apricots, and bread.
Scalloped potatoes with ham.
With ham?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Wham, the 80s band. We're going to show up. I saw them live in 1983.
You saw Wham?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I sneaked in the exit door of the Apollo Theatre.
Wow.
Oh, so you saw them for free?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You're my hero.
I probably would never have paid to go see Wham.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, seeing them free was,
Made it even better.
yeah.
All right, now, the next thing we usually do is our trivia question, which Joan rounds these up for us on behalf of the Broken Bow Library, even though she's not the librarian anymore. She's retired. She still rounds up because she likes to do research, as you know.
Right.
You guys talked about filing CDs and albums last night. She
Yep.
likes everything alphabetical.
Amongst other things.
Yes. Yeah. We won't go there. You know, I was a little embarrassed in front of my mother last night. There was some discussions going on. It was a little bit dicey for me in front of my mother. Anyway,
Your mother joined in.
yeah, she did.
I bet she did.
So, do we have a question that
Yeah.
Kevin could ask?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is it Kevin or Steven?
Steven.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
Steven.
all right.
I'll
I'm
go-
sorry, I
I'll-
was just afraid
I'll go for
I had it wrong.
Kevin's okay.
Okay.
I don't know where I got up Kevin. Forgive me.
Okay, these are trivia questions about hit songs of 1983. Okay? So we'll give you this one, just the top question there you can ask.
In the 1983 David Bowie hit song Let's Dance, what colour were the dancing shoes that should be put on?
And then the choices.
Oh, the choices
Yeah.
are A, black, B, gold, C, white, and D, red.
Okay. One more time.
In the 1983 David Bowie hit song Let's Dance, what colour were the dancing shoes that should be put on? A, black, B, gold, C, white, or D, red?
All right.
That's your question. Call us at 872-2801 and win yourself a prize. What's the prize today?
Certificate for a free personal pan pizza, one topping at Pizza Hut.
Or a date with me
Hey, there you go. Go have pizza with Steven.
next time I come back.
The next time Stephen comes back, you'll be able to go have pizza with him. Call us at 872-2801.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Start checking items off your warm weather to-do list with the help of Ansley Lumber and Supply. They have the materials you need. LP Smart Siding featuring premium Diamond Coat technology will protect your home for years to come. To protect from the top, ask about shingles and other roofing options. Need to rework or build a deck? Ansley Lumber has great material options there too. Strong, high-quality materials to keep your home safe and strong for years, all from their friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you along the way. Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street, Ansley. Well, as Brent just mentioned, you cannot script a show like this. It's all impromptu, which I think Jenny would enjoy, and Finn. We have Kevin on the line, who I just called Stephen Kevin for some reason. And now we have a real Kevin on the line to answer the question. So
You're not going to call
Obviously
him
psychic.
Steven, are you?
yeah, I might. I'm going to warn you. This is not getting easier. Kevin is on the line. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm just fine. How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're doing well. Did you want
Good.
Stephen to read the questions to you one more time?
I don't think so.
You know.
I think I'm hoping I remember this.
Okay.
It's been a day or two ago, but red shoes.
Yeah, I think so. That was it, right, Red?
Yeah.
Okay. Way to go, Kevin. Because
Hey, thanks.
Because you've answered correctly, we got a certificate that's going to get you a free personal pan pizza, one topping at Pizza Hut. So come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, I'm going to have a school teacher from up there pick it up,
Sure.
named Morgan Harms.
Okay.
All right.
I live in Bertrand.
Oh, wow.
I listen to you guys. Every day on my way to work and on my way home and any time I'm out and about.
Well,
Favorite radio station.
well, thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you doing that. Thanks for listening, and thanks for calling in.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, I'm curious, Kevin. I got your name
Yes.
right. Do you listen on the radio, or do you use your phone, or?
Radio.
Wow, that's great.
I'm able to. The vehicle that I drive picks it up really, really good. My wife's car, not so much. So I always have to take my car.
Nice.
Well, that's good of you, Kevin. Kevin, since you're such a good guy, I've got a collector's Blues Fest cap for you.
Awesome.
So we'll throw that in with the pizza, and you should be good to go.
All right. I'll get a hold of Morgan and have her pick it up.
Sounds great. Have a good day.
Thanks.
You bet.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, that's a way to start a Monday.
That is good, yeah.
Well, I never heard any of that, so.
Oh, you should. Well, you put the headsets on, then it might mess you up. You can try it. You want to stick them on there? Watch your glasses. There you go.
Yeah. Now you're a
Hey, you
radio
look like
guy.
a radio guy now.
That just sounds weird.
I figured.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So it's time for the grocery cart specials, and I know that you mentioned that you and your family went out to grocery cart and bought a large amount of beef jerky.
Yes,
You like beef jerky?
I do, yeah. I don't buy it very often, but yeah.
Yeah. Is it gone yet?
Not yet. No, we'll save it for the road today.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, there's some other specials if you need to load up on some traveling goods. Here's Brent with some more specials for you.
All right, here's your weekly ad for the grocery cart in Broken Bow, May 15th, today through May 21st. And here's some of the things showing on this week's ad. On sale this week, the 93% diet lean ground beef for $4.88 a pound. Boneless pork chops on sale at $2.88 a pound. Also in the meat department, New York strip steak, $12.98 a pound. And their delicious own homemade pork sausage is on sale for $3.28 a pound. Some of the other things listed on the grocery cart special ad this week: Fairbury beef hot dogs for the package $5.48. Daly's smoked sliced bacon 16-ounce package on sale for $4.48. For the kids, something when they come home, 2 for $4. Oscar Mayer basic Lunchables are on sale this week. Johnsonville summer sausage, 3 varieties, the 12-ounce package on sale for $4.48. Oscar Mayer hot dogs, just $1.98 this week for the 16-ounce package at the grocery cart. Checking out some of the things in the frozen food section that are on sale this week: Red Baron pizzas are on sale for $3.98. Banquet family size entrees, 2 for $7. Hot Pockets, 2 boxes for $5 this week. Other things in the frozen foods section: Jack's Pizza on sale, 3 for $11. Kemp's Sherbet, 54-ounce tub on sale for $3.98. Klondike Cones, the package, $6.98. And the Budget Saver Pops, 3 varieties, $3.48 this week in the frozen food section. Some other things listed this week at the grocery cart: Kraft American Singles, $4.48. for the 24 slice package. Also on sale, Kemp's Chip Dip. Get 2 of them for $4 this week. Yoplait fridge packs, 40-ounce cartons are $6.38 at the grocery cart. Everybody needs chips. 2 Frito-Lay chips are on sale, 2 for $5. Also, Best Choice hamburger dill slices. The jars are on sale for $2.48 this week at the grocery cart. Let's see some other things that are listed. Let's go to the produce section where you got Honeycrisp apples on sale for $1.98 a pound. Best Choice Gold potatoes, the 5-pound bag on sale this week for $3.48. Vidalia sweet onions, $1.18 a pound. And, oh boy, they're showing watermelon. Whole seedless watermelon, $5.98 each. Just some of the things you'll see this week on sale at the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
Nice job, Brent. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome,
It means
Dave.
a lot to me that you did that.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks.
I think I was mulling in my mind why I would call Steve and Kevin. Well, I interviewed at Kelvin over the
Dementia?
weekend. Well, part of it. But our good friends in Ireland, one of our good friends is called Kevin. So I probably, I don't know, there's some similar speech between Irish and Scotland.
Only if you're not Irish and Scottish.
It doesn't, not even close, huh?
No, they're very different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I work with I have an Irish colleague, and I told my story at the treatment centre that I work in a couple of months back, and somebody went up to him after it and thanked him
For?
telling his story
Oh.
because they thought I was him. Because both of us are short, bald guys with accents.
Well, you don't think about it. I think you were kind of mentioning that, there's people react differently to your accent, Scottish accent. I found that after we talk just a little bit, then I can get most everything, if it's not noisy in the room.
Yeah.
Because I have trouble with that anyway. But sometimes people react, and sometimes they make you kind of mad.
Well, I would much rather, I get it, I understand that I have a thick accent. It's obvious to me being in North America for as long as I've been here. I get that sometimes it's going to be hard for you to pick up what I'm saying, especially if I'm excited and I'm talking fast. I'd much rather somebody say, I didn't quite catch that, Stephen, can you repeat that? I didn't know what you I don't know what you said. But often people will go, I'll say something, they'll look at their friend and go, what the hell did he just say? And then I become like the prop. I'm standing right here, and that can be, it can be a bit,
Yeah.
Don't just
Maddening.
ask me, don't make me the prop of your joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But,
Oh, man.
depending on what kind of mood I'm in,
Yeah.
I can let it go.
Yeah. We all understand that, too. It is almost 8 o'clock, and we are going to move on into the news and so forth. And we have a lot of guests coming in. You're welcome to sit with us. We have, let's see here, we got 4 different groups coming in, or you can go run some errands and come back at 9:30, and we could conclude with you on the show, depending on how you want to do it. Or you could call it, say, hey, I've had enough of this show, I'm out of here.
I could come back at 9:30
That'd be
There you
great.
go.
We'd love to.
if you don't mind.
No, we'd love to have you back and visit just a little bit and get a little more information from you.
I'll wake the family up, then I'll come back.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Yeah. Give Finn a little extra shake for me, would
Oh,
you?
well, yeah. I'll tell him it's from you, Dave,
Oh, that's,
specifically.
thank
so
you.
that I don't get the brunt of his abuse.
We do that around here a lot. We just blame Dave.
Yeah.
So it works.
Yeah. Especially Christy. I'd like you to meet Christy when she comes in. She's usually just a little bit late. She'll be here.
Does the lady just come in?
No, that's Kristen. She's always on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might have to hang around to see Christy.
Well, he's coming back at 9:30.
Yeah, you can meet her
It'll
at
be
9:30.
good.
Maybe we'll get
It'll
here
work
at the
good.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope she doesn't get here at 9:30. We'll take a time out. We'll catch up on some news right after these words. And Stephen will be back at 9:30 this morning to kind of say so long to Custer County. Should be a lot of fun, so stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Tina with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and I would love to discuss your home, auto, farm, or commercial coverage. I have several great carriers to choose from, so stop on in or call for an appointment, and we'll work together on a free, no-obligation quote. I'm at 914 South D Street in Broken Bow, or give me a call at 308-872-6996. Nebraska Owners Insurance under the Big Red Awning.
Beef is what's for dinner. May is Beef Month, and we're celebrating the industry all month long at KCNI KBBN. Sponsors are bringing you beef briefs on our Facebook page, Sandhills Express. Fun facts and information about beef. Listen throughout the month for sponsors like these, saluting those in the beef industry.
Custer County Feeders, Moline Seed and Fence, Mead Lumber, Agland ATV, and Power Solutions.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Instead of spiking, the number of southern border crossings has dropped since Title 42 expired Friday. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
President Biden himself told Americans to expect chaos, but for now, the crowds are calm. Administration officials say that's because strict new rules are working.
The Pacific Northwest is in the grip of a heat wave, and they're closing campgrounds at Yosemite as they brace for flooding. Meteorologist Jim Cantore at the Weather Channel.
It's all about this big ridge, which is just locked in across the Pacific Northwest. It's not helping the fires in Canada, and it's not helping the heat across the West. We're getting, of course, rapid snowmelt.
Police say a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old are dead after they were shot at a neighborhood party in Yuma, Arizona. Sergeant Lori Franklin.
We do want to thank several off-duty law enforcement people that were in the area at the time when this happened, who jumped right in.
So far, no arrests. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, Kearney police were called to the scene of a report of gunshots fired in the 600 block of West 25th Street in Kearney. According to the Kearney Police Department, the call happened at around 11 p.m. last night. Investigators were on the scene, and additional details will be released as they become available. They are asking anyone with information regarding this incident to contact the Kearney Police Department or Crime Stoppers. Police arrested a man in Omaha who allegedly shot 2 women and fled the scene with a child Sunday morning. According to Omaha police officers, they were called to the area of 36th and Parker Street at 10:25 a.m. Sunday for a shooting. Officers arrived and found 2 adult women with gunshot wounds, apparently from a shotgun. The women were taken to a hospital with what police described as non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities say the suspect is 48-year-old Daryl Johnson. He allegedly took a 2-year-old girl with him and fled the scene. Police say they believe the child is the suspect's daughter. Daryl Johnson was later arrested Sunday afternoon, and the child was found safe.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA playoffs, a Game 7 on Sunday saw the Celtics roll to a 112-88 win over the 76ers. Jason Tatum for Boston had a new NBA record for scoring in a Game 7, finished with 51 points as Boston outscores Philadelphia 33-10 in the decisive third quarter. For Philadelphia, their stars, MVP of the league, Joel Embiid, had just 15 points. James Harden only 9 points in the loss. And their head coach, Doc Rivers, has now lost 10 Game 7s in his NBA coaching career. Boston advances to the Eastern Conference Finals. They'll take on the Miami Heat, the 8th seed. NBA news, Memphis Grizzlies star John Morant's been suspended from all team activities after a second video of him surfaced over the weekend on Instagram of him flashing a handgun. There was a similar incident a couple of months ago that he gave him an 8-game suspension as a result, and he underwent counseling. NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. Golden Knights beat the Oilers 5-2 to win the series 4-3 and advance to the Western Conference Finals.
Here's your weatherology forecast. There will be a slight chance for some rain showers today, otherwise cloudy with our high nearing 58. Mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight with a low around 43. Sunshine on Tuesday with a high of 74 and clear and 44 throughout Tuesday night. More sunshine on Wednesday with a high of 79, then some showers and thunderstorms are likely throughout Wednesday night with a low of 52. Showers and thunderstorms will continue throughout Thursday as well, sunny with a high of 76. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
Is your current financial advisor really listening to you or just waiting for his or her turn to talk? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin.
Your local Edward Jones financial advisors. And we are here, ready to listen. We want to know what's important to you. We want to learn about your goals so that together we can put you on the financial path that's right for you. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Did you know more than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection each month? AM radio is the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping Americans safe in dangerous times. KCNI Pure Country is here to serve you, and we take seriously our commitment to our listeners. We want AM radio to be available for years to come. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radios in our cars. Text AM to 52886. 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. We got a few things we want to pass along here this morning. Some good jobs available out there. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is looking for highway maintenance workers for Ansley and Broken Bow, and they will offer training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, a work-life balance, and comprehensive benefits package to go along with that as far as benefits go. And they reward their employees for their hard work with friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. You can apply, and you need to apply online at statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Here's a job opportunity for you. Family-owned business, Central Nebraska Diesel, looking for a diesel mechanic. It's a full-time position. They are a family-owned business that has been serving our community since 1968. Looking for a skilled and motivated diesel mechanic to join their team. The successful candidate would be responsible for maintaining and repairing diesel engines, including trucks and heavy equipment. Pay will be based on experience, and they're willing to train individuals who are motivated to learn. Benefits would include matching retirement, health insurance, and a positive work environment that values teamwork, respect, and a commitment to quality service. If you are a skilled and motivated diesel mechanic looking for a new opportunity, give Brian a call at Central Nebraska Diesel, 308-643-2544. And to take a look at the full list of responsibilities and requirements that they're looking for, we'll direct you to sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page.
And the Ansley Public Schools looking for an energetic, responsible and caring individuals, because they have several different departments looking for help, and they're interested in hiring a custodian, which is a full-time position, also a paraprofessional and kitchen staff within the school system. Wages are negotiable. The para position job follows the school calendar, and the custodial position, as I mentioned, is a year-round full-time job, and the kitchen staff positions will be during the school year as well as the summer lunch program. If you're interested, please call Gordon Goodman at 308-935-1121 or download a copy of the application from their webpage, which is ansleypublicschools.org. Their motto at the Ansley Schools is "Let's work together." This job and our other jobs are listed on Sandhills Express employment page. That brings us to our next guest, Mr. Keith Ellis, Director of the Custer County Economic Development Group.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Excellent. Did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Was it wet and soggy?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, it was. Soggy's the word.
Soggy is the word. Over 7 inches measured, 7 inches and 10 hundredths measured here at the studios. Varies, of course, depending on where you go, but it's all good. Really put some smiles on people's faces.
Oh, man, you bet. Yeah. And I don't think across the state I think in southeast Nebraska, they're still leading quite a bit of rain. So,
yeah.
So we're very fortunate to get what we've had and fill up those farm ponds and get ready for the heat of the summer and
grow some things.
Yeah. Grow lots of things.
Well, we read job openings every day here on The Breakfast Show. It seems like we are seeing a few less jobs offered out there, but still plenty of opportunities for all kinds of professions out there. We just read a few. And I know that's of top concern as an economic developer. For
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. It's taking care of what we already have here. And, with the labor shortage, I guess I'll say, because of our unemployment rate is so low. It's the old days you could steal from other places and you'd really come out pretty well. But today's world, there isn't any place you can steal from. So what you have to do is find that special kind of a niche to attract people into your labor force market. And so what we try to do is to work with, right now we're doing a big campaign, or we're going to be starting a big campaign with the alumni. We're Don, I can't remember. Don Cantrell is leading an effort with our alumni from all of our county schools to get as many alumni emails as possible for an email campaign. I will tell the audience here that if you know someone that maybe it's a family member or someone that has talked about their interest in coming back to the area or want to know more about the area now maybe they've been gone a while, to call us and get us an email address and a contact, and we will send out information about our area to them. Our what we're trying to do, our target is those individuals that have rural roots to our area to start with, because they have a greater understanding. They don't have that culture shock. They have that loyalty to family and hometown that you wouldn't get anywhere else. And so we will be doing an email campaign with that target audience and try to attract more people in. So we're going to be working with each of the alumni coordinators to get contact information, and we need more email addresses. So we're really trying to get this put together. So yeah, when you talk about jobs and I think every community or area has the same problem, and then it's just how do you attack it? And what we're trying to do is attack it with some aggressive communications. We're also working. We have a pilot project with Becton Dickinson and Adams Land and Cattle and Broken Bow Public Schools to do a program with their teachers, and they invited all the teachers over there, and I think they had two groups. What they did was tour the Becton Dickinson facility and tried to bring greater awareness of the type of skills that are needed, but also to start a relationship with these educators. The difference, what we're trying to do, the difference is that everyone does teacher tours of businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not rocket science.
Mm-hmm.
What we're trying to do is build a relationship and the integration of what happens in the workplace into the classroom. And so with that relationship and having continual types of programs, having employers go to the schools and talk about certain very specific things about jobs, and the next step is with parents, because parents have their own ideas about what their child should be doing and for after graduation. And so not everyone graduates with the intent to go to a four-year college, or
sure,
some don't even do tech schools. And those are the people that we want to start with to get them into these jobs, into our local economy. And that's very doable. The next step is to get these relationships with these students through internships that they will then be able to go to school and then come back, do internships during the summer, and then come back, and then they've already established themselves to have a job. And so those are some of the things we're trying to do, and it's just meticulous. It's a challenge, but it has to be done because that's our options. And the school bond issue is out there. I think we talked about that last time. One of the things that I have to commend the school, Darren Toby and the school board, that they made a huge step, a very interesting, aggressive step, that their seniors in high school, if it works out, next year on Fridays we'll be doing internships within the employers in the community, and not all. I mean, there'll be certain criteria that they have to get through to get to that. But the old way was they maybe did an hour or two or three times a week, and that really wasn't long enough to get really much done.
Mm-hmm.
And so through that leadership of Darren and the school board and partnering, we have a team that's put together with Becton Dickinson and Adams Land and Cattle to actually work through that pilot project. And so what we're trying to do now is to get ready for the fall. And everyone is focused on the bond issue, but don't forget what the school has done for employers and getting some of these students ready for work. And so keep that in mind as you think about the school system and what's going on there. They're doing some great things, and it's ever changing. And the old days, we just had an internship, maybe an hour or two a day, and the CEDC really our motivation is what are we not doing that we should be doing? What more can we do? What are the things that are out there that we need to reach further for to get accomplished? And so that's kind of where we're at with our leadership of our organization, is to look and ask those questions in everything we do. Are we doing enough?
Mm-hmm.
And so that gets us to that point where sometimes we reach too far. But if you don't reach, you're never going to move forward. And so that's kind of where we're at with that part of it, with jobs. And that's a long answer to your question.
That's all right. There's a lot of things, a lot of pieces moving there.
Yeah.
In providing the connections to make this all fill in like we want it to, right?
Yeah, but it takes, and I think we've talked about this a lot on this when I'm on here. But it takes leadership, but it's that one step beyond leadership. It takes risk. And that's the difference between Broken Bow, Custer County, and our CEDC that a lot of organizations don't do. They don't take the next level for risk, and so that, I mean, with our housing projects and the things we're doing in regard to that, I mean, it's fun work because you're out there on the edge a little bit, and we like that.
Yeah,
we like that.
And the housing is as or more complicated than filling jobs with all the hoops that need to be jumped through.
Yeah.
The actual availability of construction companies. There's a lot of challenges with the housing side of it, but I know your work continues with you and Scotty, and I know she's been a great addition.
Oh yeah, great addition
in this area to keep that ball rolling.
Yeah, we actually, I can't. It's not been approved yet, but we did get a bid for the Rural Workforce Housing Fund monies to do a project, and it's a big project, and so we'll be announcing that very soon when we get through the approval process. So.
Details to come.
But we're moving forward at that because we've been sitting on that for quite a long time now, and we haven't been able to get it done. And so we've got a bid now, and thanks to some aggressive board members who've really been out there working to get this thing put together. So pretty excited about that.
You bet.
Yeah.
You bet. Today is Monday, and you are getting ready for a meeting this afternoon, correct?
4 o'clock. We have our board meeting at 4 o'clock. If you're a member of CEDC, and we send out our entire board packet to every board member, or every board, every member of CEDC, whether they're on the board or not. We want everybody to know what we're doing. I hate the word transparent, but we try to be as transparent as we can. It's just a fishy word. So
how about just try to keep everything on the table?
There you go. I like that much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm starting to get back out and visit some of the community economic development organizations and learning more about what they're doing and what their barriers are, and see where we can come up with some help for them. And so that's been fun. We're just in the stages of planning our membership drive, which we'll have in June and July. And so we're going to be asking those businesses in the area that are not members, and maybe they've never been asked to be members, but to ask them to be a partner in what we're trying to do and to learn more about what economic development is. And if listeners, if they've been listening for a while, they understand that economic development is a really comprehensive mindset. And so every person has their own opinion of what economic development is, and what we try to do is at least put it into something that's understanding of
some context to it. Yeah,
some context to it.
You're going to have the membership drive, and that was kind of my last and final question. If somebody out there is listening and would like to get involved in this group of progress-minded people, and they don't get contacted, I'm sure that's going to happen. We have salespeople that do their very best to contact everyone, but somebody slips through the cracks. That's just the way it is. If somebody out there wants to talk about it, they just give you or Scotty a call. And
my phone number is 402-450-7476. I don't have Scotty's number on me, but we'll get it.
You'll get it. And take a look at the website as you're working on the website.
We're working on the website, trying to get through some final hoops on that, and so that'll be done. That's where we're actually using a really non-traditional way of website marketing for economic development. Our front page is going to be specifically about workforce, and not most traditional economic development websites are trying to attract industry to their area. Well, when you have 1.5% unemployment rate, you're not going to get a lot of interest. We do have one project we're working on right now, but in most cases you don't have a lot of attraction. And so what we're focusing on that front page is going to be workforce related kinds of information, data, the who to contact, the who, what, where, when, and why of workforce. So
all right. Well, thanks for coming in. We always appreciate it. The update, the meeting is at 4 o'clock today.
At Custer Public Power District.
All right. Keith Ellis, thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate, and I sure enjoyed Stephen a little while ago. That was fun to listen to him.
Yeah, he's quite a character, and his wife, Jenny, was Luther, with the OK Luther Barn, which is now the tourist barn.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. And so they love it here. They love coming back because of the family ties. And they went up to the barn yesterday and spent several hours with Rick Moss going through things.
He's wonderful.
Yeah. So it's all good. Yeah. Well, we may have Stephen back on the air later on today because he's funnier than Brett and I.
Yes.
You guys are hard to match.
Well, match. I don't know. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We'll take a time out. We are full of guests today, so we're going to move along quickly as we can. Stay tuned.
When they're investigating, we can't stop watching. This month on BritBox, sit back, relax, and enjoy watching the detectives. Discover Britain's most bingeable mysteries, including the brand new season of Grace, the hit series based on the books by best-selling author Peter James. Unwind with the detectives you could watch all night long. Stream them all now exclusively on BritBox. Endlessly intriguing. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
The Fox Theater invites you to Broken Bow or Cozad for a night at the movies. To keep up with what's showing and what's around the corner, go to watchthefox.com. Fridays are new movie day, and don't forget that the Fox Theater is open daily. Have an event, celebration, or meeting you need a site for? Ask them about theater rental, with or without concessions and a movie. Gift cards to the Fox are perfect gifts any time of the year. The Fox Theater in Broken Bow and Cozad. Visit watchthefox.com. That's watchthefox.com.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brett.
If you are thinking about planting a new lawn or renovating an existing one, start with quality turf seed from AeroSeed. AeroSeed grass seed has high germination, is weed-free, and comes with the expert advice that you don't get at those big box stores. AeroSeed has several different turf varieties and a knowledgeable staff to assist you in choosing the one that will work best for you. To learn more, call or stop in to AeroSeed in Broken Bow or visit aeroseed.com for the dealer nearest you. Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow is excited to see you throughout May. They have the allergy, pain, and stomach relief products you're looking for. Make sure to browse their circular for specials. Open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8:30 until 12:30. Varney Health Mart, located just across the street from the square in downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
8:27, and we want to say good morning to Denise, who is chatting with us in our chat box this morning out in Colorado. We appreciate you listening and watching, whichever the case may be, Denise. We have folks in for the Super Kids Club, and since I can't even get the names right on paper, I'm going to turn it over to Brent.
Okay, we've got Cora with us, right? Good morning. Rylan and Jacindra.
Correct.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
I was trying to turn that into a first and last name, so I apologize. Yeah.
Well, here we are, Super Kids Club. Man, where has the time went? It's time for Super Kids Club. Of course, Super Kids Club goes all year, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it will continue through the summer.
Yes.
Okay. So how have things went with Super Kids Club up to this point?
Amazing.
How many kids you have?
Approximately, well, we have approximately 140 kids registered.
Mm-hmm.
Daily, we have about 70 to 80 kids come every day.
Okay. How many people does it take to work with all of those kids?
One staff member to 15 kids.
1 to 15.
Yes.
That's a good ratio.
It is. It really is.
Now, Rylan and Cora, do you guys? I assume you guys help out with Super Kids Club.
Yes, I'm a high school leader, so basically, just like an aide, I can't really be with the kids on my own as an educator, but I teach lessons and like make lesson plans and do like projects with the kids and such.
Fantastic. Cora, what do you do with Super Kids Club?
So I've actually been working there for almost 6 years now. I started as a freshman in high school, and now I'll be a junior in college. So I've been working there a long time. So I started out as an aide, but then once I graduated, I moved to an educator, so I would teach groups and stuff.
Fantastic. Where you go to college at?
I go to Wayne State.
Wayne State. So you're back already now for the summer? Wow.
Yep.
So how has college went for you?
I'm halfway done, so that's exciting. Got a year and a half till I student teach, so, you know, just going through all my courses.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, I can't think of something that would prepare someone, Jacindra, for teaching and
She's
like
a rock
Super
star.
like Super Kids Club.
Seriously. Yes. Yes. We have a great staff, though.
Good.
I love our staff.
Yeah, it's a great program, too.
Yes.
How many total are on staff? And I will include aides like Rylan. Do you know how many total you have?
We have
13. It's 13.
13?
13.
Yes,
Okay.
I believe.
We have a couple more employees coming in, so we have anywhere between 15 and 17 right now.
Right. Do the numbers kind of pick up or drop off in the summertime? I'm just kind of curious.
We have more kids during the summertime.
More kids during the summer?
Yes. We do fun things like we go to the pool, the library. Who doesn't want to go to the pool?
Well, I know I would like to. I tell you what, when you go to the pool, give me a call. I'll be an aide for the day. Will you allow that?
You got a
Sweet.
job.
All right.
We go to the library. We have farmers market in the summer. Did you know that?
I think maybe I did know that.
Super cool. We're
Now-
doing crafts.
Doing crafts?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think you guys have taken baked goods down there too at times, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you ever have the banana bread or the chocolate chip cookies?
I think I've had chocolate chip cookies because if I remember right, I went to Super Kids Club. We did a remote there, a couple of years ago, and I think we were promoting some of the things that you were going to be selling, and I got to taste. So I remember that. Yes, very delicious.
Yes, the 3rd through 5th made them.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so what are we wanting to talk about today? We've Super Kids Club. Are there some special things coming up, or you want kids to get registered for the summer? What do you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, we just want all kinds of kids. Like,
okay.
Bring your children. Who cares? Bring them.
I love that. Just drop them off. I love it. And what parent doesn't want to do that sometimes, right? So with that in mind, I guess my question would be, do you have to be like a full-time child of Super Kids Club, or you can just come on the days that, well, maybe the parents need them to come or something like that? Okay.
Yes. We've got kids that literally come on the days that we go to the pool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And with Super Kids Club, they get in for free. So, like, families that qualify for free or reduced lunches get Super Kids Club entirely for free.
Okay.
And so, if you have that, and then you can send them to the pool with us completely, like, no cost.
Yeah.
We're incoming kindergartners, so this past year's preschoolers, incoming kindergartners through last year's 4th graders, upcoming 5th graders is the age range that we go through.
That was my next question, was what age range is included in Super Kids Club?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then, gosh, what was I going to say? I don't know. I have no clue.
Now, Rylan brought up cost.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
What is the cost for Super Kids Club?
$2 per hour per child.
And how many hours would Super Kids Club run on a daily basis?
7:45 to 7:45 to 6.
Correct.
Wow.
In the summer.
In the summer.
Okay, in the summer. Just $2 an hour?
$2 an hour
Man,
per
that's
child.
fantastic.
And we only charge you for the hours that you were there.
Oh, okay.
So if you're there for 1.5 hours, you get paid, or you get charged 1.5 hours.
Even if so we send out parent surveys to ask for every 2-week period for them to say that their kid is coming this day, this hour. So even if they said that they're going to come and they didn't, they don't get charged, even though they had signed up for that day.
Okay. All right. Now, as far as getting the kids enrolled in the program, is it preferable to maybe call ahead if they know that their child is wanting to attend for certain days, or can they just show up the day of?
Or registration
you have a
form.
registration?
Yes,
okay.
yes. And so you bring your child, and you want your child, we'll sit there and we'll help you fill out that form so your child can attend that day.
Okay. Fantastic.
Now, they have to be registered with Broken Bow schools or live like in the area to attend Kids Club.
Correct. Okay.
So that's a thing to keep in mind.
Okay.
Good point.
All right.
Yeah.
Dave's raising his hand. He has a question.
Rylan, you talked about the programs that you have put together. Can you kind of give us just a quick overview of what some of the things that you put together for the kids?
Yes. So throughout the school year, we've been working a lot with this organization, I guess you would call it, Beyond School Bells.
Okay.
And I think it's just Nebraska. They're a Nebraska program that helps with after-school programs. So they'll give us grants and such so that we can run these projects and whatnot at our site. So one thing that I've been doing a lot this past semester has been our Let's Get Growing project. So was it last semester? I think it was last semester we planted like a bunch of different types of lettuce in our grow towers, so hydroponics inside everything. We did that, and now we are talking about food waste for the remainder of the semester. We go through all of that, and we just planted outside so that they can harvest later this summer. But that's kind of the stuff that we do. And then 3rd through 5th we'll work on their farmers market stuff a lot of the days of the week. We also have Walk to Unlock, which is this program that helps promote like fitness importance and like education of Nebraska. So we do a lot. We do a lot more than I think the outside gets to see.
Well, that's why I asked, because we're talking about a place to take, a safe place to take the kids is right up there at the top of the list, but all the things that you put together for them to keep their minds going through the summer months. And Corey, you've been at this now 6 years, you said?
Some about that. I started August of 2017, and after I graduated, I've just been coming back summers. But
And what are some of the things that you've been involved in? And the final kind of two-part question is, what do you enjoy most about? You mustn't like it because you've been back that many times.
Yeah.
But what are some of the things that you get involved in when the summers when you come back?
So after I graduated and I've just been coming back summers, it's kind of been cool to see like what the high schoolers have been doing throughout the school year. And so I just try to like help out with them as much as I can, like because I've been gone, you know, and they have all these new projects and programs that they've been doing. So I love like helping develop those throughout the summer and seeing what they get to do with those. And I just love seeing the kids coming back and seeing them.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you coming back, and Rylan, appreciate you putting the programs together, and Jacindra, I got it. Thank you. Appreciate putting this all together and all one big service. And Brent may have some more questions, but I was just curious what these young people, what the rewards are for doing it. Sounds like they like kids, number one.
Oh, yes. So the staff that we have at North Park Super Kids Club is just amazing. Like, I'm not for sure what Megan and I would do without our kids and our high schooler kids. I mean, like, I can't express enough how much they mean to us. They go above and beyond every single day. They put the kids first before themselves, and that just amazes me. I've never seen that in a high schooler before.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
And as much as we love kids, I think everybody in this room loves kids. Brent was with his grandkids yesterday, and we love being around young people. They can also wear you out just a little bit. Because they have a little more energy than sometimes we do, right? Even you guys. So, Brent, go ahead.
I want to make sure that we cover everything that you guys wanted to mention here this morning. Are there some other things that you wanted to address while we have you in here?
So we got a new program coming up.
Okay.
And it starts with, well, I shouldn't say starts with, martial arts.
Oh, martial arts.
Oh, isn't that fun?
Okay, all right.
I'm so excited.
Now, are you going to be teaching it?
No, I'd probably put out a hip, to be honest with you.
All right, so martial arts is going to be a part of it.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's going to go through 1st through 5th. So everyone will be attending. Unfortunately, the incoming kindergartners will not, but we got to plan for them.
Sure.
If you attend all season, you earn your yellow belt.
Oh, neat.
Who doesn't want a martial arts belt? Come on now.
Is that just 3rd through 5th? Does that though?
No. 3rd through 5th will be on certain days, and 1st through 2nd, I believe, will be on different days, if I remember right. So we're super excited about that because we don't know if any martial arts are here in town.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But you do have to be a member of Super Kids Club to come.
Okay.
So, kind of promoted that to maybe get some more kids in,
Sure. Now, the martial arts, is that just on specific days, or is that just during the entire week that Super Kids Club is going on? Or
The 3rd through 5th is just on Fridays, and then 1st and 2nd will be Mondays and Fridays.
Okay. All right. Super. And you have to be a member of Super Kids Club. If you're a member of Super Kids Club, then you get to participate.
Correct.
In martial arts.
Yes.
As long as you're registered. You don't have to come every single day, but as long as you're registered, yeah.
Okay. Are there just certain hours of the day then that the martial arts will it be in the morning, in the afternoon, or just during the course of the day?
Yes. The 3rd through 5th starts May 26th, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
And then for K through 2, it's Also the 26th, 1:30 to 2:30 p.m.
Okay.
So a little bit different times, but
yeah.
All right. And if anyone has any questions, obviously they can reach out to Super Kids Club and you can answer those.
Yes. So if a kid is registered at Super Kids Club, we have like packets and schedules available for parents to pick up in paper form. So one day if they're coming to pick up or drop off their kid, we have them by grade levels, and it's like weekly schedules for them so that they know where their kid is and what their kid's doing. So if any parents have any questions after they've registered their kids, they can pick up those schedules and packets for them.
Okay, fantastic. Anything else? Did we touch on everything?
I think just maybe how to register your kids if you want to. You can just text your email address to, I believe it's Megan's phone number, at 308-870-5658, and just text your email to it. She'll email you then with a PDF, and then you can print that out, fill it out, or fill it out online if you're tech savvy enough. And then those can be turned in to the North Park office, but they need to be turned in before May 18th.
Okay.
So just a couple of days left on that.
Before we let you go, we've been talking about Super Kids Club, by the way, if you're just tuning in, held at Broken Bow North Park Elementary. Corey, you talked about who's eligible for Super Kids Club. Can you guys just go over that in case someone's just tuning in? Broken Bow School District, is that right?
Yes, it's going to Broken Bow schools, or if they live within city limits.
Within city limits. Okay, that's who is eligible for Super
Yes.
Kids Club. All right, good enough. Anything else? Do we kind of touch on the basics?
I
I think we got it pretty good.
Fantastic.
One last question. North Park School, is that where that's held? Or what?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
All right. Very good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That's a dramatic pause. We've been working on those. It kind of builds the suspense of the show.
Did you feel it?
Yes.
Deep in my soul.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Super
thank you.
Kids Club available for you to use all this summer and other times as well. We'll take a quick timeout.
There's a lot of uncertainty in ag and business today. One thing you can always count on, though, is Nebraska State Bank, looking for ways to help local ag producers and businesses be successful. Right now, NSB is running an ag and commercial equipment loan special that features a 6.49% fixed interest rate for qualified customers. You heard that right, a 6.49% fixed interest rate. Call one of their local experienced ag loan officers at 872-2466 to find out more about this limited time loan special. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Gary Superfoods is excited to see you soon. They are open every day 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Save on USDA choice boneless beef New York strip steaks for $9.99 each. Boneless pork loin chops are 10 for $10. Or enjoy delicious packages of strawberries or blackberries at 2 for $5. Start your day with Kellogg's cereals, 2 for $6. Don't forget orange juice. Simply Juice varieties are $3.69. Gary Superfoods, shop with them on South B Street in Broken Bow.
Spring into new adventures and a new pair of Merrills from Bow Bootery. Right now, when you purchase a pair of Merrills, you get to register for a chance at winning a free pair. Merrills are comfortable and versatile. Walk, play, work, run, or just have fun in them. They have lots of great styles for the family and would love to help you find what style fits you and your amazing personality. Bow Bootery on the square in Broken Bow. They're proud to be your home-owned shoe store.
More guests in the lobby. They're coming in right after this.
With spring activities just getting underway, you may be experiencing some aches and pains. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111. We offer state-of-the-art equipment and techniques to help you recover from back injury, muscle strain, or surgery. Call your movement rehabilitation specialist at 872-5111 or check us out at any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, Kearney, or Callaway. Let Team Physical Therapy get you back into shape for spring. 872-5111.
It's that time of year, time to get plants in the ground. The Secret Garden is open every day in May. Weekdays 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays 1 to 4. Shop a variety of annual plants, succulents, cactus, home decor, antiques, Watkins, and more. Ephesians 4 verse 32 says, Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
8:46. I misunderstood. There's no one in the lobby right now, but we'll get them in the lobby and we'll get them in the studio.
Absolutely.
2 more guests to bring in, and also we look forward to having Stephen back at the end of the show. Stephen Kelly from Scotland, but he's been all over the place. We'll get more from Stephen a little bit later on just to have some fun. I want to talk a little bit about something that is serious and something that we need to talk about very closely. As a matter of fact, you might have heard if you were listening earlier that Stephen is a counselor and works with people who have addiction problems or mental stress problems, and so I think he'll understand how important this web page is to our community, and I think most of us do. It is called mhpcc.org. That's what you key into your keyboard, and this is a website created as a resource of mental health providers in Custer County. There's also now a Spanish version, and there's all sorts of different ways that these people can help in treating mental stress, mental illness. I think we've finally grown up now and realized that it's just like anything else. It needs to be treated when it pops up and disrupts lives, and it can be a very, very sad ending if that is not done. So friends and loved ones can make a big difference here in our own listening area, here in Custer County. So reach out and let these folks know about this website, or if you need this website, it's mhpcc.org. And again, it's both in Spanish and English. And, I know that a lot of people that out there may be thinking they know somebody or they feel like they could use some help and are worried about the cost. Don't let the cost deter you. Many of these providers can work with you on that to make it affordable for you as well.
Yeah, and very timely, too. I believe May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is.
So very timely information. Universal Insurance reminds all of you, get an insurance review. Have the staff at Universal Insurance help look at your coverage. They can help you make sure that you are properly insured on everything and anything. Make sure you're properly insured on all of your equipment. Can help to make sure that your building values are at the appropriate levels. So give them a call today to see how they can help you. Universal Insurance in Broken Bow, 872-6438, or you can stop by and see them at their office right off Highway 2.
8:48. Not only was a very nice young lady in the lobby, she just was kind enough to walk right into the studio here and help us out as we're a little bit stacked up today with guests, which is a beautiful thing to be, having to have the challenge to get everybody on. But we wanted to talk chamber today. We promoted that earlier, and Steph is here from the chamber, the director of the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. How you doing?
I'm sorry, I'm a little behind this morning.
We are too, so.
Man, Mondays are rough.
They are.
They are.
Did you have a nice Mother's Day?
It was definitely a day. It really was. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there. So, I got to have time with my mom at the end of the day, and that was really nice.
Oh, good.
So
that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Well, spring is kind of teetering us into summer, and I think I was talking with my mother yesterday. We both agreed that it's just going to probably turn around and get hot, right? We're going to go from this wet, nice, soggy weather, probably going to get hot, make things grow,
and humid.
But it's going to make for a great summer of fun. There's all sorts of things coming up that the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce is involved in. Maybe you'd like to highlight some of the activities that you have on your mind this morning.
I would love to. I'm super excited about the fact that we have a Market on the Square starting this week. So it goes from May 18th, it's still on Thursdays, until September 21st. And this is our very first one this Thursday. The big announcement is after a lot of community outreach, we have moved Market to 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Thursdays. We've had a lot of the community members that have come out and asked if there was any way to do this after work So wanted to give it a chance this year and see if we can make it work and more people can come and enjoy those vendors.
Appreciate that. I think that's a good idea to give people that chance you just talked about. And then later on in the summer, you usually have music and fun things to go along with that. So that kind of fits together pretty nice.
Yeah, it really does. So we have the first two markets, of course, will just be our vendors. Those first few in May, we're kind of gearing up. So we don't have as many of the vegetable vendors. It's just nothing's growing yet.
Right.
And throughout the year, I find that we end up with more and more vendors as we go along. But yeah, really excited. We'll be doing music on the square the first Thursdays of the month this year. The last couple years, as we've been doing it, we tried to do them on third Thursdays, and then we'd have 1 month where it would be a weird week instead. And it's like, no, we know that every first Thursday of this year, we have it free and clear. Let's do it. We'll be able to hit crazy days this way. We won't be dragging into being part of the Custer County Fair if we do it. So we're really kind of excited about it working out. So yes, so June 1st will be our very first music on the square as well.
That's good. That's good.
Steph, I'm just thinking back to last year, we would always read a list of the vendors that were showing up on Market on the Square. Man, it just amazed me how many we would read on a weekly basis. That has to make you feel good. And obviously, the vendors are getting something out of this too, because they keep coming back, and that's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, we have some great vendors. We have a lot of them that have been coming back year after year. And then the last 2 years, we've had just an increase in new vendors, and this year's not different. We've had, I know, at least 4 different vendors that will be appearing that have never been a vendor before at the market. So I'm really excited about that, to see these new entrepreneurs coming out and being part of it. Found out that we do have Super Kids Club that's still going to be there this year. That's one of my favorites. They have been gearing up all year long, making handcrafted items so that they can sell at market. And they use this as part of their educational experience. Megan and her staff go through and really work with those kids, creating the products, how much it costs to make them, selling them, everything else. So it makes it a really interesting educational experience, along with, man, you get those guys out there hawking their wares, and it's fun to watch. It really is.
It's fun to watch people line up to see if they can buy some things, be the first ones to get it before they run out, right?
Yes, yeah.
That's a great way to have the summer highlighted here in Broken Bow and the beautiful square that we have. So the Chamber over the years has been known to sell tickets to different events. I assume you'll be doing some more of that on different occasions.
Yes, yeah. The one that's coming up the quickest is going to be the Blowing the Doors Off barbecue in Oconto. They have asked if we would help them by selling tickets at our shop. More than happy to do that for people when they need it done. Sometimes it's just nice to be able to have a brick and mortar place that you can go and get those items. We've done that for Little Lights Preschool in the past when they've had their comedians and ventriloquists and whatnot. And of course, we do it every year for the rodeo and for One Box too. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
The parade is, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it's not very far away. You know how fast summer goes. We're halfway through May. Custer County Fair Parade now lands at the end of July normally, and the Chamber's gotten more and more involved in it, and we appreciate that. I think you're working on it, right?
Yeah, we don't want to take it over as a sponsor. We don't want to take it over as our own thing. It is a Custer County event. So we've worked hard to get people from all over Custer County involved in becoming a committee member with the Custer County Fair Parade. We do have another meeting coming up the end of May to finalize what the theme will be for the parade. We're looking at doing a few things ahead of time before the parade. I know Michelle Nelson had been talking about possibly moving the pedal tractor pull to D Street so that we could do that right before the parade started. We have some other ideas that we're kicking around of doing that ahead of time. Just bring people out. They're already coming out to set their chairs up. They might as well be there and enjoy some fun activities while they're waiting.
Well, you and I both know, because we're usually there pretty early, that people set up chairs about 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
people have their spots that they want to be at. If you're one that sits in front of Bruning Bank, that's your spot. You feel as though that should be like marked to hollowed ground or something. That's your area every year. So
now, you know, when you Custer Floral, you know, that's got the little shade
has
on all
the nice
those places.
Little awning. Yeah, any place that has an awning, those are snatched up right away.
Clear over by the Custer County Chief, all along there. So, but yeah, it would be kind of cool to have that tractor pull ahead of the parade. I think people would enjoy that.
I think it would be fun.
Work that out.
Yeah, we're hoping so.
Yeah.
So a lot of things in the works there. If there is a community member out there that's interested in being part of this committee, we're open to anybody. If you've got some ideas or you want to help out the day of, I know we're going to be looking for judges this year to judge the different, I want to say events, and that's not it, the different floats.
Entries?
That they have, entries, thank you. So we'll be needing judging, just people to help with the lineup. We always need somebody wrestling papers back and forth to you guys so that you know who the entries are and what order they're coming down the pike in. So yeah, a lot of people can benefit.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of people to put on a parade. I know over the years there's been Lions Club members. There's also Julie Talene has been big in recent years to put this thing together. You have the platforms, which are provided by Myers Construction and Circle, the
V-Bar.
V-Bar,
yeah.
Right. And so everybody works together.
Yeah, it's a community event. And again, like I said, it is not only a community, but it's a Custer County event. We want to make sure that all of the different towns are represented when it comes to that parade, because we're stronger together than separate. So,
well said.
Yeah.
Did we touch on everything you wanted to talk about this
I have
morning?
one other thing to talk about. We're really excited. We're going to be doing Yard of the Month this year.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So to celebrate the beautification of our town, we're putting together Yard of the Month, and you can be nominated as a yard. You'll get a little gnome put in your yard to signify that somebody nominated you. And the end of every month, my board of directors will pick a winner for the month and a runner-up. And then we'll do that June, July, August, and September. And then in October, there will be a grand prize for those winners. So we're really excited. We're still kind of working out all the details, but yeah.
Nice. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Why not? People put a lot of work into their yards, or at least some people do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
A lot of people do. We're all a little behind right now, so I hope the judging isn't beginning right away.
No. You'll have all of June to be nominated, to be in the winners category, winners circle. And once you've been nominated, we'll keep that going. So if you get nominated the 1st of June and you don't win that in June, it doesn't mean you won't win in July or August or September. So I know there's a lot of really great yards out there, and people work hard to make our little town beautiful.
Well, we're so fortunate we have a lot of different businesses that support yard work in different ways. So all of the tools and all of the goods are out there, and little landscaping, we could still be doing some of that. So
yeah,
maybe Brent and I will get together and we'll put some bushes in or something.
Yeah.
Is that just between the two yards
I'm not sure.
Separate,
we'll have to negotiate.
keep the cats on one side? Sorry, was that a topic I shouldn't have brought up?
Just make sure you give us a specific time and date that the judging's going to take place. And then we'll just work toward that day.
I think Brent will
you have to have an end goal.
Yes, kind of.
There we go.
Actually, it's called procrastination.
Yeah.
Steph, we probably won't do much work until
just before
we
Judgment
know
Day.
exactly when that day is.
Just before Judgment Day.
Right.
Like so many. Just before, and I imagine Brent will put in some catnip, probably.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure.
Boy, you got a lot going on at the Chamber, and I know that you have a very active website and Facebook activity. So if you want to know what's going on with the Chamber, there's a good place to start, right?
Yeah, you can go to our Facebook page. It's just the Broken Bow Chamber. We do have a Market on the Square Facebook page, so you can hit that. Our website was newly updated, so we're really excited about that. Several of the businesses have gotten an updated market landing page on that, and that can be read in several different languages. That's one of the new bonuses to our website that you can go on, and if you're French or Canadian, or I guess that's kind of the same thing, German, Spanish, you can get it in all different languages just by a click of a button. Yeah.
Well, and that's
so
good.
Website is it's community wide. Job listings that we have there, our events page, anything upcoming that we're ready to promote and talk about.
In the office itself, you have, I know, pamphlets and business cards and so forth. Us people who still like to pick up paper, you can come in and you've got information right in the office as well.
Yep. We keep our business members' business cards up. We have passports this year. The wine passport and the Nebraska passport are available at the Chamber. If you're old school and you want to pick up a phone book, we still have phone books that get delivered to the Chamber. We're a wealth of information.
You guys are.
Chamber of Secrets, but we'll give them away.
Okay. Plus, you'll have a good time when you're at the Chamber office, because Steph makes sure you do.
I try, yeah. Harley does a great job, too. So.
Yeah, she does. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday.
News is next on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Summer is finally here. Burning Bank can help with your summer travel and fun with our new My Card feature on our Burning Bank app. Are you budgeting for your summer activities? Easily track your recent debit card transactions. Are you traveling for vacation? Simply plug in your destinations to make spending money wherever you are easy and convenient. Misplaced your debit card? Shut your card off with the flip of a switch. No matter where the summer takes you, Burning Bank is always here. Download our Burning Bank app today and check out the My Card feature. Burning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
June 23rd and 24th, Nebraska Land Days concerts are back, and we want to send you to see the shows. All you have to do is listen to The Breakfast Show on Thursdays from May 18th to June 1st. June 23rd, Randall King, Morgan Wade, and Cody Johnson.
If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance.
June 24th, Connor Smith, Lenny Wilson, and Jason Aldean. We'll give away a pair of tickets to each show Thursday. Brought to you by
Rustic and Red in Cozad, Fiesta Brava Broken Bow, Mr. Rudy's Mercantile and More in Sargent, The Grocery Cart in Broken Bow, and Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Instead of going up, officials say border crossings have dropped since the COVID era Title 42 expired Friday. President Biden.
They have gone down. My hope is they'll continue to go down, but we have a lot more work to do. And we need some more help from the Congress as well in terms of funding and legislative changes.
Elections officials in Turkey say the country's longtime president will face a follow-up election. CBS's Vicki Barker is at the foreign desk.
Recep Tayyip Erdogan made an unexpectedly strong showing in yesterday's vote. He didn't quite get the 51% that would have prevented a runoff, but he's more than 2 million votes ahead of the competition.
A chip shortage, inflation, and higher interest rates all blamed for more old cars out there. WWJ's Jeff Gilbert.
The average age of a vehicle on the road today, 12 and a half years, a new record.
The average age of sedans, a year older than that. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here
here's Nick Cope.
In the NBA playoffs, the conference finals are set following the Celtics' Game 7 dominating win over the Sixers, 112-88, as Jason Tatum had 51 points. Boston now matches up with the Heat. That series begins Wednesday night. After the game, Philly coach Doc Rivers said that he intends to return next year for his 4th year with the team. The Grizzlies suspended Ja Morant from all team activities pending a league review after social media video Saturday night appeared to show Morant holding a gun. Morant was suspended 8 games back in March after video showed him holding a gun while at a Denver nightclub. NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, the Golden Knights closed out the Oilers in Edmonton, 5-2 the final in Game 6, as Jonathan Marchessault had a second-period hat trick for Vegas, which is now into the Western Conference Final. They await the winner of tonight's Game 7 between the Stars and the Kraken. That is taking place in Dallas.
Here's your weatherology forecast. There will be a slight chance for some rain showers today, otherwise cloudy with our high nearing 58. Mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight with a low around 43. Sunshine on Tuesday with a high of 74 and clear and 44 throughout Tuesday night. More sunshine on Wednesday with a high of 79, then some showers and thunderstorms are likely throughout Wednesday night with a low of 52. Showers and thunderstorms will continue throughout Thursday as well, sunny with a high of 76. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens. Musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
It is 7 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. We are having a great Monday here. Lots of good people in. And we have another good person in the studio. Brent, would you like to introduce our next good person?
Well, sure. Michelle Nelson is here. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
Hey, to get things started, we just visited with Steph with the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
And we were already talking about parade and things like that, you know, Custer County Fair, and I know obviously that'll be part of our discussion here this morning. But she was talking about moving the pedal tractor pull this year, and I think that I have visited with you about this the last time you were in.
Yes.
But that's kind of a done deal, right?
It is.
The kids' tractor pull is going to be moved to a different day and time during the fair.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll go Saturday before the parade in the square. I can't remember exact time. I think registration's like 3:30 to 4:30, and then they'll race 4:30 to 5:30. So I'm hoping that will be more, I don't want to say a better location, but I feel like it kind of got lost in the crowd when it was west of the grandstands. So hopefully we'll draw more kids out, and then they can stay for the parade and then come out to the concert.
Well, I've taken it in a couple of times. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch the kids, but this is a tractor pull, people. I mean, they have a sled, just like, you know, regular tractor pulls do, and it's fun watching these kids. I mean, they're just pedaling their hearts out, man. And then that sled, the weight keeps getting heavier and heavier, and pretty soon they just can't pedal anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to watch, and so I think it's a great move, and I do think you'll have a lot more spectator attendance to cheer on the kids, because they pedal harder when people are cheering. I'm here to tell you.
They do.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So that's a good change, I think. So.
Okay. I assume that you're here a little bit about the concert. You were very kind to break the news to everybody on KCNI KBBN Radio a few days ago as to who is going to be performing at the Custer County Fair. Let's start there. In case people miss that announcement, let's just run down the lineup and the date of the concert, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds great. So we have the Teague Brothers Band will be our headliner Saturday, July 29th. And then we have, of course, they're a Texas band, kind of new and upcoming in the Red Dirt genre.
Genre. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
there we go. And then it's a Monday.
Oh, you got it right.
Yeah, we're all being affected by it today for some reason. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Maybe it's the weather.
Yeah,
but,
could be.
And then we have a couple Nebraska bands that are supporting them. BJ Jameson will open up, and then we have the James Lee Band. So that will take place Saturday, July 29th at the fairgrounds. Gates open at 7, and then the show will start at 8.
Okay.
Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m.
Today is the day.
Today's it. Yes.
All right. Let's talk prices for
Yeah.
tickets, especially if you get them in advance. How are you going to run
Right.
ticket sales?
So originally we had said $15 in advance, $25 the day of. I talked to the board Thursday night at our meeting, and I said, "Hey, I want to do some promotions. Let's try to get people to stick around Custer County that night because there is some good competition that night." So from now, or when tickets go on sale at 10 until Memorial Day midnight, you can get your tickets for $10.
Whoa.
So yeah.
3 acts for $10?
Yeah.
How can you beat that?
You
Dave?
can't.
No, you can't. Not with concerts these days.
No.
No way.
Nope. So definitely, get your tickets, and we also, I threw out an idea to the board and they loved it. We're trying to give back and support the kids since it is during fair. If you wear your 4-H or FFA shirt that night, you will get in free.
Wow.
So
That's great.
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Well, I love you doing that because we've talked about this before, and I think Dave is the one that I kind of grabbed this phrase from. But I think Dave is the one that taught me the kids, 4-H, FFA, that's the heartbeat of the fair.
It is.
So I think that's nice that
Yep.
that promotion will be in place.
Yeah. I'm
Yes, and
excited.
Great news. Michelle, with that, it's obvious what you're trying to do is put on a show that people can afford, that the kids can come to, and they don't have to drive a long ways to come see the show. I assume you're going to have some sponsorships for the show. If somebody out there, is there still room for sponsors that want to help?
There is, yes. Yeah, without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. So if I haven't reached out to anybody and they want to sponsor, definitely shoot me a text or give me a call and I will come by and see you.
Okay. Are there different levels?
There are.
Okay.
Yep,
So all sizes of businesses can get involved.
exactly. Yep.
All right. It's important. And man, if you get enough sponsorships and you can have ticket price, you can't buy a double cheeseburger and a Coke for $10.
Oh, you can't.
So if you're going to go see a number of bands on a stage in front of the grandstands for $10, and you can get the sponsorship, well, let's face it, a better chance of not being in the red with the show so that you can continue to do the shows, right?
Yes, exactly right.
All right.
Yep.
Well, and to kind of build off what Dave just said, because of the affordable price of the concert, especially if you get them now up to Memorial Day and save even more, now you have the extra money. You can make an evening out of it.
You can.
Yeah.
You can, the parade, you come in for the parade, you go visit one of the establishments here in town, have a nice supper,
Yep.
and go to the concert, and all of that would be affordable
Yes.
because of what you're doing with the concert ticket prices. That's pretty amazing.
It's going to, yeah, it's always good, but this makes it so everybody can have some fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So tickets for the concert, Saturday, July 29th,
Yep.
showtime 8 o'clock.
Yep.
You mentioned B.J. Jameson will open, James Lee Band, then the Teague Brothers will be the headlining act. Tickets on sale now. Locations, is online the best place to go get them at this time?
At
Or-
this time,
okay.
yes.
All right.
Yep, at outhousetickets.com, or you can go to custercountyfair.org and we'll have a link that will take you right there.
Okay.
So
And go over your special one more time. If you get tickets now, they go on sale beginning at 10 a.m. today.
Yep.
And then through Memorial Day or up
Yep.
to Memorial Day?
Through Memorial
Through
Day.
Memorial Day.
So midnight on Memorial Day, they will no longer be on special, but you can get them for $10.
Wow.
So
Man, I don't think I've remember $10, and you know, looking at me, Michelle, I'm old. So I don't remember $10. I think we did a button thing for clear back in the 80s, maybe.
Oh, I remember the booster button.
Booster
for
button,
the Custer
and
County
it cost
Fair.
$12, and it got you into all the events at the fair. But that was, think how many years ago that was.
Yeah.
And now you've got a $10 ticket price. The whole family can go.
You can take a family of 5 for $50.
Yeah.
Name a concert, and when you say $10, is this just general admission up in the stands, or is this
No.
anywhere you can be
So
down front?
You can be down front. So this year I've changed it. There is no split. One ticket, you can go anywhere you want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yes.
Talk about equal access.
I was going to say. Oh, man. Well, you're
Yeah.
making it very friendly for the individual.
We are
that's for sure.
trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I guarantee you can't get right up next to the stage for an individual for $50.
Oh, no
I
way.
don't
No.
think.
No
No
way.
chance. Now you can take a family of 5 for $50 if you get your tickets ahead of time.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you've got 4-H or FFA kids, have them wear their shirts.
Yeah, there you go.
And they won't have to pay.
I don't know, Brent.
Oh.
Do we have a couple T-shirts?
Well, I'm trying to think. I think
Could we
I think
really
one-
go low?
I think one of my girls might still have a 4-H T-shirt, and it probably fit me.
That might be going a little too low for us.
I don't know. I did have some board members. They were like, I wonder if my shirt would still fit.
There you go.
Please don't try, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we should say current 4-H and
There you
FFA
go.
members.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thanks for coming in and work
Yeah,
with
thank
us
you.
this morning. It's always fun having you in. We look forward to promoting the fair and then, of course, being there, covering the fair is always a lot of fun. It's not that far away.
It's not.
Man.
Was there anything else you wanted to mention? Did we touch on everything, or?
I think so. Other than the dog show, is moved this year.
Oh.
I don't know if a lot of people know that, but it will be Saturday, July 22nd. So that'll be a great time. You know, you don't have to go through the long hours of the night to watch it. You can come out. I think it starts at 8:30, but I'll have more information on that as we get closer to. And the junior high rodeos this week out there.
Yes, it is.
Thursday and Friday. Hopefully we dry up a little bit out there.
Imagine it's a little muddy, but
is.
we talked about it with the Miller family. With the barn, with the covered barn, you can make it work if you have to.
That is right.
That's pretty nice.
Yep.
All right. Always enjoy your visits, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
July's almost here. This is getting...
I know it is. Yeah.
We'll take a time out.
Cash credit.
When they're investigating, we can't stop watching. This month on BritBox, sit back, relax, and enjoy watching the detectives. Discover Britain's most bingeable mysteries, including the brand new season of Grace, the hit series based on the books by best-selling author Peter James. Unwind with the detectives you could watch all night long. Stream them all now exclusively on BritBox. Endlessly intriguing. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care
whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com.
But there's one more place you should look. Straight ahead into the future. Because how you're farming now will affect how you're able to farm over the next few seasons. If you're only using one side of action, weeds will only become more and more resistant to your preferred chemistries. That's why, if you've made the smart decision to plant Enlist E3 soybeans, don't stop there. Protect them with Enlist herbicides. Their superior tank mix flexibility easily allows for multiple sites of action. Together, you're able to better protect your soybeans and manage resistance beyond this season. Visit Enlist.com to see what a better weed control system can bring to your fields, now and tomorrow.
9:25, Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Want to pass along a couple more items to you. It's coming up. It was mentioned this morning, the Blowing the Doors Off Barbecue, and tickets will be available through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce here in town. And there's other outlets as well, and many, many sponsors of the barbecue. It's coming up on Saturday, June 3rd. It's one of the first spring events that takes place, and boy, do people love the Blowing the Doors Off Barbecue. They actually were unable to have it for a couple of years due to COVID and so forth. The Oconto Volunteer Fire Department, now this is back the second year that they were able to get it going again, and people really missed it. They'll have live entertainment, none other than South Loop Sunrise from 5 until 8 p.m., and then at 7 p.m. they'll have a raffle drawing and auction, and 8 until 12 they'll have Borderline for you to listen and dance to, and they've got places you can sit on straw bales with boards, and you know, it's just so much fun. Now, they feed you. You walk in, all you can eat. Adults, $17 in advance, $20 at the gate. Children ages 5 through 12 are only $10. And they'll be raffling off a Traeger grill, a handmade knife by Adam Miller, a $200 grocery cart gift card, and a $100 Kincaidor Brewing gift card. And they'll be doing that just before Borderline fires up. And they have many great sponsors that have made this possible to help the Oconto Volunteer Fire Department with their Blowing the Doors Off Barbecue. I don't know for sure, they have 10, 12 different competitors usually in a circle around the area, and you walk around and you take your pick of what you want to eat. Judges go in and judge it ahead of time, and they have the awards, and it's just a good old-fashioned good time.
Yeah.
So you can get your tickets in advance, or you can go the day of the show, which is Saturday, June 3rd, 5 p.m. until 12 midnight.
It always amazes us at how quickly the third Thursday of a month comes upon us. And this is the third Thursday of May coming up this week. So that means our friends at Rustic and Red in Cozad are putting together their Sip and Shop. They do this on the third Thursday of every month. So they'll be doing it coming up this Thursday. Grab your friends and head to Rustic and Red in Cozad. Open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They'll have sales running all day, and then the sipping will start at 4 o'clock. For more information on sales later this week, be watching their Facebook page. But most of all, just come on out, spend some time with friends. It is the third Thursday Sip and Shop celebration at Rustic and Red in Cozad. This Thursday, stop by and meet local artist Sue Hart, who's going to be a part of the event. Make sure you follow them on Facebook. It's Rustic and Red in downtown Cozad.
All right, Brent, thanks a lot. We did have the pleasure yesterday, and I really didn't think it was going to happen with the weather the way it was this weekend. But yesterday, it just tried to mist and rain all day long. Mm-hmm. Temperature was cooler at 2 in the afternoon than it was at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think it was like 59 or 60 early, and then it got down into the 54, 55. 55, I guess, was the low for the day yesterday, and it stayed pretty warm overnight at 50, but it was cold yesterday and the wet feel to it. But baseball did happen yesterday at Paul Brown Field. You've got a story on it. We were able to watch the juniors play, and a little bit of a exposition game, I guess you'd call it, that was held because there weren't enough players to field a seniors team for Overton, but they were kind enough to go ahead and play a few innings. So we got to see a little baseball.
Yeah, we did. A lot of fun yesterday. Season opener for the Broken Bow American Legion baseball teams, and they'll be back in action coming up on May 22nd when they host Ravenna for a juniors and seniors doubleheader. And we'll have live coverage of the seniors game for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And I believe game time is set for 8 o'clock on May 22nd. That'll be their next game and our next broadcast. So we look forward to that coming up on May 22nd. And baseball season is here. Softball season coming up. Bo Spirit team will be going here shortly. You'll have the youth baseball programs through the Diamond Youth Organization getting started. So the season is here.
Thank you, Brent. 60-second timeout. And our first guest of the day is back in the studio. Stephen Kelly is here. And we'll have a conversation with Stephen. I'm going to take advantage of his counselor abilities in a moment. So stay tuned for that. That's right after this.
June 23rd and 24th, Nebraska Land Days concerts are back, and we want to send you to see the shows. All you have to do is listen to The Breakfast Show on Thursdays from May 18th to June 1st. June 23rd, Randall King, Morgan Wade, and Cody Johnson.
If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance.
June 24th, Connor Smith, Lenny Wilson, and Jason Aldean. We'll give away a pair of tickets to each show Thursday. Brought to you by
Rustic and Red in Cozad, Fiesta Brava Broken Bow, Mr. Rudy's Mercantile and More in Sargent, The Grocery Cart in Broken Bow, and Ollie's Coffee and Boutique in Sargent.
9:31, extending the show just a little bit here today. We've had a lot of great guests in. Our first guest of the day we asked to come back because I don't think Stephen will be back for a while. Coming down all the way through Montana and all through the vacationing spots that you've been hitting and ending up here in Broken Bow. This is your turnaround point, right?
Yes. Yes, this is a pivot point. This is the furthest we're going is Broken Bow, and then we head back.
Yeah. I have a favor to ask you because, you know, sometimes, I don't know if you know, this has happened to you, Brent, but you meet somebody, you've known them, you know, a basically short period of time, but you feel like you're great friends forever and been friends forever, and that's the way Joan and I feel about Stephen and Jenny and Finn. It just seems like we connected, and we're probably going to be friends for as long as we're on this earth, I think.
We were just commenting about that last night, actually, when we left the restaurant. It was like, so, you know, sometimes you just meet people and you click instantly, and that's what it felt like with you and Joan.
Well, we feel the same way.
I feel the same way.
I do hate to abuse our friendship now that we've made that statement.
I thought I was being buttered back there.
Here comes the setup, Stephen.
Smooth talking me. I'm going to buy a second-hand car now.
You might have noticed, you know, we were talking about the conversation with one of our sales reps, very good salesperson, Christy, and I made the statement on the air that sometimes she's late for work, and she's not, you know, real late, you know, 5 minutes after, and there are other folks that come in later than her, but I noticed when she walked in, I said, "Hi, Christy," and she just walked on by. She didn't say anything to me, and I thought with your counseling abilities you might be able to net this back together.
You mean dig you out of the hole that you've dug yourself into? I don't know if I've got that capacity, you know. We could sit down and mediate, but I'm probably going to take Christy's side. Because she wasn't here to defend herself earlier, so.
Oh, does that make a difference?
Of course it does, yeah.
Well, hold on just a sec here.
Stephen, I would encourage you right now, start the clock, charge him for this, okay? Because this is what he does. He gets people that come in, and then he pretends like it's part of the radio show, and then he basically makes you work for free.
Well,
okay, so don't be afraid to start the clock and charge this guy. I've seen it done many times.
Okay, I hear you, Brent, but I have to say that he's bought dinner the last 2 nights.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I don't know if write that down. This is something I've never heard of before.
2 days in a row, yeah.
2 days in a row?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can't, with that in all good conscience, charge him for this.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Let's just...
Man, he does consider you a friend. I just don't think I've ever heard Dave do that before, let alone 2 nights in a row.
Yes.
Hi, Christy.
Yes.
I noticed you didn't say hello to me when you walked in the door, and I felt like you were upset with me for some reason.
Yeah, 'cause you called me out for being late all the time.
Well, I have a counselor here in the studio. His name's Steven. Would you want to come into the studio real quick, and we could maybe hash this out?
I'll try.
Would you come in?
Yes.
All right, come on in here. All right, Steven, I've got Christy on the way.
I guess she's coming in. I'm sorry, I made Stephen put the headphones on so he could hear, but I guess she's coming in, so we'll be fine. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right.
We'll put this up here.
Oh, here, I can just scoot over. She can
Christy
just...
doesn't look happy about this. She doesn't look happy. Christy, this is none of my doing.
Oh.
Well, does this mean that she's a hostile patient?
Oh.
but I did bring my breathalyzer, just in case.
I should pass that.
I was going to say, you might have to use that on Dave.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say that Stephen.
Stephen, yeah.
Kevin, yeah, whatever his name is. Oh, that guy's been my friend for 20 years.
Yep.
I don't remember his name, though.
I know.
I feel like I might be in a very bad sandwich here. So I did call Christy out. You know, she's a few minutes late, occasionally or frequently. I don't know where.
But Dave, you know there's another one that might be. She's usually a little bit later than me, so why me calling out?
Well, I think she might be more sensitive than you are.
Oh, this place is cutthroat. You're all throwing each other under the bus.
Yep.
Dave to Christy to whoever is next.
I didn't say no names. I just said there's someone that's usually a little later than me.
Brent?
I'm almost close to going to my island on this one. I like to go to my island occasionally, Stephen, and just go away and not say anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to get into the middle of this, honestly. I just don't know.
No, I don't. Let's just talk about sports. Right.
Yeah.
And we'll let these two hash it out.
Hey, that'd be great.
Those are good counseling skills you got there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what do we need to do to patch this up, Stephen?
Well, first of all, you need to talk about it before throwing Christy under the bus on air.
Yeah, thanks.
Live on air.
You don't know how many times I get thrown under the bus.
Work through your own resentment. What is your issue?
You know what? I've never really asked you that. What is your issue with me?
Oh, boy. We don't really have enough time to complete the show.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Okay. Well,
I would love to hear the answer to this.
The justification I'm waiting for, yeah. The rationalization.
Oh, boy.
You're speechless.
Could you explain? I don't know if Dave knows what those words mean. Justification and rationalization. Those are kind of big words for Dave.
Well, it's just sometimes like if I go on the intercom and I push the button for Christy, she goes, "What?"
You know, don't. No, it's because you've already said stuff about me on the air that I'm not here to defend myself. I'm never here to defend myself.
Well, you're here right now, young lady.
I think she's doing a pretty good job of
This is
defending
rare
herself.
that you let me come in and defend myself.
Well, I thought maybe
because we have a counselor here.
I thought Stephen could patch this thing up.
No, I have no. I have not only do I have no intention, I have no desire.
I think he's saying it's a helpless cause.
I think he's siding with Christy, though.
Yes,
It's
I
kind
totally
of what
am.
I'm.
There's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Totally?
Yeah, totally, Dave. Sorry.
Wow.
Thank you.
I guess that's this portion of the show. Thanks a lot, Christy.
Well, why I'm in, let's listen to Ensign with some 80s music. You know, everyone always likes that.
See, that's one thing about Christy. You think you got things kind of worked out, and she just kind of pinches for a little more.
You know what we say in the treatment centre that I work in when people show up late? We say that if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Ooh, that's pretty
Wow.
good.
Yeah, that is good.
There's a third part to it, but I can never remember the third part. And it doesn't really matter because it's the tardiness part of it that.
If I had a job where I felt it was very important to be on time, like Kristen's, Kristen has to answer the phone, you know, but I got to get going. My people don't want to be bothered at 8 in the morning, so I got time.
So I don't know what to say about that. This place isn't important enough for me to show up on time.
No, I mean, like, my portion of the job. I stay late if I need to. I go above and beyond when needed.
It's just doesn't need to justify anything.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Let's play some music, Dave.
Okay.
Hey, I think we should play Wham. Because did you hear this?
Wake me up before you go.
Yeah. Did you hear Steven snuck in and saw Wham live and in concert? That's awesome.
I didn't know you were saying wham. I thought it sounded like lamb. I'm like, lamb? I've never heard of lamb.
Lamb of God.
So, yes, that's very cool. Wham.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do, Christy. Thanks a lot.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Yeah, get out of here, Kristen. Thanks, Christy. Nice to meet you.
Man. You want to stick around for the rest of the week? I love having you in on the show. This is awesome.
Yeah. A couple of issues I have with you, Stephen.
Oh, well. I am going to my island now. This is just between you two.
It was surprising to me that Jenny and Finn and you all said you were talking about how the water changes from where you live to the Midwest, and you think it doesn't taste as good as where you live, right?
Oh, it gets gradually worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're known here in central Nebraska. We're right over the Ogallala Aquifer for some of the best water in the world.
Says who?
Well, I guess scientists.
Well, scientists from Broken Bow, probably.
Could it be that you're just not used to the taste of the water here?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, that's most likely what it is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we resolved that then. And the other was, you mentioned that you're not, well, you don't like country music too much, but you like Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson, right?
Yeah. I had trouble with it. I had trouble with the country music that came out in the 90s, 2000s, and yeah, it's awful.
And I mentioned Chris Stapleton, and I was surprised that Stephen doesn't care for Chris Stapleton.
To be honest, I haven't really listened much because as soon as I hear the twanging guitar, I'm kind of like, yeah.
You're gone, right?
Yeah. But I do love Steve Earle and Townes Van Zandt and all the Guy Clark, all those guys on it, the alternative stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy Clark's great.
Yeah.
Well, here's a sample of Chris Stapleton that I thought might turn you.
Okay.
Okay. We'll just play it and then we'll come back and see what you think. Here we go. Chris Stapleton, one called Arkansas. I am curious to find. I don't know what she's talking about. Alexa was trying to interrupt here.
Oh.
What would get her turned up?
I don't know.
Arkansas sounded like Alexa.
Ah, that could be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got this. We got this Alexa device kind of when they were first coming out. Dave kind of got it as a gift, so he plugged it into the board so that we could interact with Alexa from time to time. And I just got to tell you, Stephen, the relationship that he has with her, they don't like each other.
She's a ripper.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's not a good relationship.
No.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to fix that as a counselor.
They're evil.
They're evil.
They're not. Yeah, Alexa's. Yeah, she'll take over. She's going to be part of artificial intelligence when it takes
AI.
over.
Yeah.
Yep.
We talk about that a lot anymore because there's a lot of it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Stephen, it's been so much fun having you stop in to the studio, but more importantly, having dinner with your family and having you guys enjoy, memories that you had here and so forth. And I hope you guys will come back.
Oh, for sure. The plan is in a few years that Jenny and I are going to get some sort of RV, and we're going to live half the time on the road. So yeah, Broken Bow will be for sure a stop again.
All right.
And we'll leave Finn at home and Jenny and I at the road.
I don't know. He seems like he's part of the trio. I don't know if you'll be able to leave him home or not.
I don't know if he'd want to do it for 6 months.
Oh, probably not. Yeah.
In an RV.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Well, thanks, Guy. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
You're welcome. It's been really nice seeing you guys again and seeing Broken Bow and meeting yourself, Brent.
Yeah, well,
Thank
great
you.
meeting you. Yeah.
Thanks for, I guess helping me out with Christy. I really don't feel like you was a lot of help, but
No, I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to help. Stirring the pot and making things a wee bit worse would be more appropriate.
Love you, Stephen.
Love you too.
Take
Dave.
care, man. That's the breakfast show for today.